So I'd just like to welcome everybody. Tonight and today is our lineup announcement for Bluesfest. I want to tell you that the lineup does come together over a long period of time. We really start looking at artists in September and October, and I can tell you that there's still probably 10 to 20 artists that we'll name over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So it never really ends, but we have to pick a point in time where we say, okay, we're revealing what we have, we're going on sale, and we'll keep working towards the festival. So today's that day. Some of the highlights, obviously, you've got in your hands include Soundgarden, which is an act that hasn't toured in many years and is coming out on a reunion tour. Very influential band in the grunge movement. I think they've sold over 20 million records. Others include the Flaming Lips, which was a huge hit at last year's event. I don't think people really knew what the Flaming Lips was all about. And because of that and the show they put on, we're bringing them back on opening night this year. Others that are returning include the Steve Miller Band, Blue Rodeo, which is no big surprise, but always a big party. There's also some bands really that I think are going to appeal to a younger and more current crowd, like Rise Against, the Black Keys, probably one of the best albums of the year, won 3 Grammys for the latest album, as well as some many fan favorites like Ben Harper, the Tragically Hip, Peter Frampton. A Perfect Circle is another band. Vocalist Maynard Keenan from Tool. It's a super group that will be playing on Sunday the 10th of July. As well as people like Erykah Badu, Jennifer Hudson, and many more. So you can go through the lineup and have a look at it. There's a lot of stuff that we've been trying to get. Death Cab for Cutie is another name that has a new album out. And just a recent addition we captured just last week is John Fogerty, who we've never had at the festival. So there's lots of stuff there. I think I always encourage people to look beyond the top level names. Tonight I think we're announcing over 130 names, and they'll all be available on the website as of 9 p.m. as I understand it tonight, if everything manages to work, which it usually does. And I'd just like to mention as well a couple of other things that are new this year. Last year we had a fair amount of comments about doing away with the Black Sheep stage. And we installed a major comedy tent where that was last year. Well, I have good news for those people, and we're bringing back the Black Sheep stage. And we're working on confirming a lineup with Just for Laughs, which will take place in the Barney Danson Theater this year. So we're moving that portion of the program inside. We're also announcing, as of Saturday, we're going to make 1,000 passports available, which is a youth passport. Those are going to be at $99. We anticipate those being well sought after, and we've come up with a fairly strict protocol in terms of how those will be accessed. And we feel it's really important to encourage younger people to come to the festival. And we definitely have a lot of programming for those that are into current, alternative, electronic music as well this year. So really happy about that. I also need to recognize some of our sponsors. Cisco is now in its 10th year as our title sponsor. So we're extremely pleased with their commitment to the event and to the community. Our other sponsors, obviously, the Ottawa Citizen has been on board for 17 years. Other majors that are back are MB&A, Mill Street Brewery from last year for the first year, Claridge Homes, Subway, the Hard Rock Cafe. And I just want to mention as well, the Bear, Reincarnated, has made a huge commitment to the festival. Astral has committed over $1.1 million in funds over the next 7 years to promote emerging Canadian talent. So that is really exciting for us, and we'll be rolling out a program that'll start this year at this year's festival and continue for the next 7 years.